All right, now let me tell you about how, like, okay, the other person that had a cell phone in jail, right? I was asking him, like, he was always like kind of like antsy, and like he was really trying to get out of this side of the prison. I'm trying to figure out like what's going on. So I'm asking him like what's going on. He was like, man, like, cause me and him got cool too. Not the one that spoke English and Spanish. This guy, he just only spoke Spanish. And I was like, what's going on with you? And he had used the translator, and he didn't know how to use it. But we ended up using the translator, and he was telling me how like he was locked up for something bad, and I was like, man, it can't be that bad. Like, what you locked up for? And then told me like I did something bad, and like he showed me the pictures, and he happened to, like, I guess he beat up one of the police off. His girlfriend was a police officer, and he was trying to text her and try to get her to like take the case off of him because they was gonna really send him to jail for a long time. And I'm gonna tell y'all a story. This guy, he actually eventually escaped the jail. And that's what kind of messed up like us being able to sleep on the top floor, because this dude escaped out of the jail. He was telling me like, look, man, I don't know how, like, I gotta get out of here. Like I gotta leave. I gotta leave because if they send me to the prison, they're gonna send me there for a long time. So this guy, he decided that he wanted, like, I was like, look, he was looking up videos and stuff, and I was like, look, you could do that, but I'm not about to get ready to help you, you feel me? And he seen the video. And I went to sleep, and I woke up, I remember him tapping me, and he was like, look, do you wanna go with me? Like, whenever he finally unlocked the lock, he was like, do you wanna go with me? And I'm like, nah, nigga, he trying to go with you, because I didn't even have my passport on me. So if I would have just left out with him, I would have got a charge for being locked up. I couldn't leave and go nowhere without my passport. You know what I mean? So I ended, when I looked at him, dude had my outfit on. So whenever they came, they thought he was me. They thought I had escaped out of jail. They was like, it had to be the American that escaped out and went out of jail. But the dude was looking up videos on how to do it. Really, I helped him. But I did not touch no lock or nothing. He eventually escaped out of jail, and I watched him just leave, and then they was like, look, in the morning y'all better act like you sleep, because they gonna try to do us the worst way. And so whenever they came in, we just acted like we was asleep. We don't know what happened. I didn't want to be involved in none of that, because I just knew that like I couldn't move like that. When I eventually ended up talking to him in the future, like afterwards. Let's put it like afterwards. Me and him ended up talking, and he was telling me where he was at and what happened, and they probably still looking for him to this day. But I watched the dude escape out of the prison. Like that was crazy, because the way they got like little, they have locks like these. You feel me? And they put a lock inside of it. So whenever you close these right here, you put a lock on it. But the lock that they put on it, it was like a cheap lock that if you had like a bobby pin or something like that, you could just snap it easy. Like it was the fact of he had to climb over barbed wires, because a lot of these places have like barbed wires and stuff like on the roofs and stuff, so people can't run or jump. If you try to jump, you're gonna pretty much stab yourself. So I watched him jump out of the prison and jump over a building and ran, and that was in the last time I seen him physically. That was the last time I seen him physically.